Okay, acceleration problem. If a car can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8 seconds, what would be its final speed after 5 seconds if its starting speed were 50 kilometers per hour? So, we have, first things first, this is a two-part question. First part, okay, we have to figure out its acceleration, because we're given an initial velocity, we're given a final velocity, and we're given a time. And then in the second part, we're given a new starting speed, a new time, but we can carry on that acceleration. Let's go. Let's first start off. So let's pull out the bits of information. It goes from 0. Okay, so initial velocity is going to be 0. It's 0 kilometers per hour, but we also know that as 0 meters per second. It's the same thing. Now, our final velocity, however, is 100 kilometers per hour. So we can convert that to meters per second very easily. There are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. So 100 kilometers is 100,000 meters. And there are 60 times 60 seconds in every hour, so that's 3,600 seconds. Now if we wanted to make that simpler, we can eliminate that, eliminate that, eliminate that, eliminate that. We can also do this, eliminate that, and then we can put a point there. Okay, so we have this beautiful, beautiful magic number, which is 3.6. So if we really wanted to, what we can do is just 100 divided by 3.6. So our final actual speed, 100 kilometers per hour, should be, let's have a look. Oops, sorry. 100 divided by 3.6 should be around about 27.78. 0.78 meters per second. Excellent. So we've got our final speed. We know our time for the first part. It took him 8 seconds. So let's have a look at our acceleration. We know that acceleration is Vf minus Vi over the time, and we know that our final velocity is 27.78 meters per second minus 0, because we started off at 0. All that over 8 seconds should give you 3.47 meters for every second per second. That's our acceleration. So we've now gotten our acceleration. Let's go to part 2. So in part 2, okay, if its starting speed were different, but it accelerates at the same rate. So it's the same car, so it would have the same acceleration. We don't change the car, it's the same car. So it will accelerate at the same time. However, it's now starting, we're measuring from a different starting point. So we're measuring it going at 50 kilometers per hour, and that's over 5 seconds. So our initial speed is 50 kilometers per hour. If we use that beautiful brand new number to convert that to meters per second, is 50 divided by 3.6, which is 13.89 meters per second. Beautiful. So that's our initial speed. We have a time, which is 5 seconds. So that comes from up here. We have our acceleration. So our acceleration is 3.47 meters per second. So if we know that acceleration equals our final velocity, take away our initial velocity, over the time it takes. We can rearrange this. So let's evaluate. We know acceleration, we know time, we know how fast it was going at the start. So what we're going to do, we're going to rearrange this. So if I were to just get this one, final velocity minus initial velocity, that will be the same, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply both sides by time. So if I multiply that by time, that's going to be eliminated. If I multiply acceleration by time, then you're going to get final velocity minus initial velocity is the same as the acceleration multiplied by time. Now we already know initial velocity, so we want to find out final velocity. So it should be, if that goes over to the other side, that becomes positive. So it should be initial velocity plus its acceleration multiplied by its time. That is also a new equation for you guys to use to find out your final velocity. So let's plug in the values. It was initially going at 13.89 meters per second. We add the acceleration, so it's going 13.47 meters per second faster every second. So we need to find out how much faster it actually got after 5 seconds. Okay, so it should be 13.89 plus, let's have a look, 27.78 by 8, 3.47, so 3.47 over 5 seconds should be 17.35 meters per second. So 17.35 meters per second. So over that 5 seconds, if it changes or gets faster, 3.47 meters for every second, over that 5 seconds, this is how much it changed. So if it started at that speed already, over 5 seconds it got that much faster, 17.35 meters per second faster. Our final velocity, how fast it should be going at the end, is 31.24 meters per second. Beautiful. That's your answer.